Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is another entry for the Arty Day Competition that is in the runner-up category. We've got a Geschützwagen Tiger Porsche, which is located on the south spawn of Serene Coast under the command of squirrlynuts. Game started. Now this one is carrying the 17cm gun, and the reason I know that, it's got that funny muzzle brake. The top gun doesn't have that. So 17cm, capable of 850 alpha, which is still very, very high, and it does have a better reload rate than the standard, well, the top gun, the 21cm, which has got a much longer reload rate. But it's moving his way to his firing position very slowly. Now, we do know that squirrlynuts actually did win the competition at tier 8. His tier 8 entry in the GW Tiger P did a huge amount of damage and got the highest XP, and he's now moving into position in this tier 8 game to shoot at the enemy on the west side of the map, and there's a whole bunch of them turned up at that meeting point at grid squares C1 and B1 and B2. P43 turret, just lining it up, just got a bit of reticule bloom there. That's a very narrow arc of fire. He fires and whoa, P43 turret took a big hit for 307 and got some stun assist, and he stunned the Chrysler at the same time. Now, reload time 27.84 seconds, and the enemy is pushing, probably because they've got that Chrysler. Used to be such an OP tank, and was the reason for the Foch incident with Wargaming. But it's not so OP now. Just don't fire at it at the front, you just fire at its side, and oh, big hit there, 308. Right into his side. Of course, these Chryslers, they could be taken out by Arty, even from the front. You just needed to apply enough HE to them, and eventually they'd go away. Well, he's still motoring, and he just took another hit from somebody, because I saw the tracer go in, but okay, ready to go. Rounds out, and end of game for that guy. He's back in the garage. So, another 237 hit points of damage to go to the total. And there's that P43 turret that we hit the first time round, or rather that squirrlynuts got the first time round. Now, he could probably splash him from there, but there's a T20 just ahead of him. I think he wants that splash kill. He's waiting for the P43 turret just to move. If it moves ever so slightly forward, he'll get a shot and take him out of the game. Or is it going to go as it is? It's far enough away, but he might be able to damage it. Here he goes. Rounds out, and yeah, gone. Another kill. 2 kills now. And a T25-2. Well, we're going to have to wait a little while before we're loaded, but we do have another Arty on our team, a Lorraine 15550. And that is firing at the enemy right now. Dialing in on the T20. American medium tank at tier 7. Okay, loaded, rounds out, and direct hit. But no explosion from the shell. Oh, now the T20 went down immediately afterwards. He was hit by Lorraine 15550, and then he suddenly appeared. So yes, we did do enough damage on him as well. So it's another blind shot that did a lot. Almost loaded. Okay, T25-2 at the back. Doesn't want to come forward because he hasn't got much in the way of armor. Almost ready. Rounds out. Oh, he dies just before our shell gets there. The AMX AC-46 was very quick. Okay, well, there's a T20 near the railway line crossing. Or was last seen there. He may not be there anymore. Ah, and there's a Scorpion. Now that's, I think, is the unbranded Scorpion. Not the Scorpion G, but the plain one that Wargaming sold so that they could sell the same tank twice. Here we go, rounds out, and That one worked. 364 direct hit. I don't blame Wargaming for selling the same tank twice. I mean, after all, most of these people, they're adults. They paid for it. They wanted the same tank twice so they could play it in front lines probably. So that just in case they got killed in one game, they could take a Scorpion in under another name or another guise, and as soon as they were respawned. And then that was a splash hit on the T20. 258 stun. With 3 tanks ahead of the enemy now. They're doing well on the peninsula, but those there's 3 tanks or 2 tanks holding them up. There's a SU-152, a T-28 prototype further back, and they do have a T-34. And oh, the enemy RT's been spotted. It's an M40, M43 right at the back of the map, and he's just been killed. Okay, now where's that T-34? There he is, and there's the SU-152. Well, the SU-152's got very low hit points, and we're almost ready to go. And rounds out. This should hit. It does. 313. It stunned the T-34 as well. The SU-152 only 2 hit points. Come on, Wargaming. Nobody believes that it suddenly left him on only 2 hit points. And we've got a Crusader drowning himself at the end. Shame on you. Arty doesn't drown. We fight to the death. And we're loaded. Ready to go. Rounds out straight away. And oh, that was almost the case of the Patriot getting tapped by our own Arty shell coming in after we'd already fired. That's just what happens when you fire a round at the end of the game and your team rushes the last enemy. Well, it was a second-class tanker. In fact, it's the first second-class tanker that squirrlynuts has had in the GW Tiger P. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 11 in this one. And his win rate was very good, 3,048, which is Super Unicum standard. So, very good game overall. And let's have a look at see what the team score said. Well, he actually did 2,102 hit points of damage in that game, and that puts him 3rd on the table. The higher scorers were the Canonian Jagdpanzer with 105 and the Centurion 5-1 with 2,198. He got 2,102, not bad. And when it came to kills, well, he was 2nd actually, because the Canonian Jagdpanzer got 4 kills in total. He managed to get 2, so did the Lorraine 15550. KV4 and the E25. And when it came to base XP, he's still in 2nd place, 948 base XP to the Canonian Jagdpanzer's 1273, and I suspect that that's probably an ace tanker, but unfortunately 948 is only enough for a 2nd class on the this server. So it was a good try. Let's have a look at the detail report. 10 shots fired, 6 direct hits, 11 splash, no penetration stall. Damage of 2,102 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 2 of them, and did stun assistance of 1,799 hit points off 9 stuns. On a free-to-play account, he earned 16,786 credits, and on the experience side, he earned 1,896. But this is the important value for the Arty Day competition, and it was a very high value, 948, but it wasn't a winning value, I'm afraid. Yes, there was a higher entry, and in fact, funnily enough, it was from squirrlynuts as well. So he did win the competition at tier 8, and this was probably just his first try. In fact, it was on the 6th of July, which was during the first day, but about lunchtime. So yes, I think this was probably his placeholder, so to speak, putting in an early round just to see if he could establish his mark, and then practicing to see if he could get something better, and he did. So this goes into the Arty Day competition. You get to vote on the best replays, and this is one of the contenders. Thanks for watching.